The other day, I went to one of those Spirit of Halloween stores and I was wandering around looking for a costume. I stopped in front of the zombie costume display, and as I stood there looking at it, I got thinking about there's some cells in our body that are a lot like zombies. I'm Dr. Joanette. I'm a professor of medicine and also a native of a blue zone. Blue zones are one of those rare places in the world where people will live regularly past 100. And they don't just live longer, but they also live better. They're more healthy. And today we are going to take a look at and dive into something that might sound a little bit like science fiction, but it really is backed by some great real science. We're going to learn what zombie cells really are, why they are important, and why they are so dangerous. Also, how they contribute to the aging process and inflammation in our body, as well as chronic disease. And lastly, how you can target them, as well as destroy them using something called Senolytics. So let's get started. So what exactly are those zombie cells that I was thinking about in the Halloween store? Zombie cells are cells that are inside your body. The scientific name for them is senescent cells. Why are they also called zombie cells? They're called zombie cells because they don't divide. For a cell to be alive and viable, it has to be able to divide, and that means they don't function as cells. Most importantly, they don't die. When a cell quits functioning, it's supposed to die, and these cells don't, making them zombie cells. They just hang out in our tissues, in our body, leaking out toxic substances, chemicals that are dangerous to our body. And those chemicals cause things like inflammation that damages all of the nearby tissues and structures within the range of those cells. It leads to chronic disease and accelerates our aging process. The substances that they leak out are substances like cytokines, also called interleukins. Interleukins 6, 8, 10, and 12 all are leaked out into the tissues. These are very inflammatory substances. They also leak out chemokines. The chemokines then attract immune cells that trigger an autoimmune type reaction. They leak out growth factors, which might sound good, except for that excess of growth factors also promotes the growth of abnormal cells like cancer. And lastly, they leak out proteases. Proteases are chemicals that break down proteins. Our tissues and our organs, our muscles are all made of proteins. When they get broken down by proteases, they're damaged and they begin to deteriorate. So think of all of these toxic substances as a hazardous chemical spill in our body that is now leaking out and damaging the surrounding tissues and aging our body from the inside out. Zombie cells have been linked to the 4 big killers: cancer, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and heart disease. These cells aren't just toxic. They hide all over our body, leaking out their chemicals. Now, our immune system, think of it as your hazmat team, and it comes in and gets rid of those cells and helps clean up that hazardous toxic mess that they've created. But as we get older, our immune system begins to weaken, and now the zombie cells continue to spill out their toxic chemicals, spreading throughout our body, creating even more damage, which triggers more inflammation, and the cycle continues. If this video has been helpful so far, hit that subscribe button, and thank you also for tapping the notification bell. So here is the big question. Can we find and kill those zombie cells? Thank goodness the answer is yes, we can. The tools that we use to do that are called senolytics. Senolytics are compounds that help our body find and destroy our senescent cells or our zombie cells. Think of them as the super fund for cellular cleanup. Let's break down the top 3 zombie cell killers. Number one is actually a team of 2 killers. It is called Dasatinib and Quercetin. Dasatinib is actually a cancer drug that weakens the zombie cells and decreases their ability to survive. Quercetin is a plant-based compound that's found in some fruits and vegetables. Together, they work synergistically. They're like a tag team that seeks out and destroys those zombie cells. And when they find them, what they do is they cause them to self-destruct. The research studies on this combination of drugs shows that when they're present, we have reduced inflammation and improved heart function in our body. Number 2 is a substance called Fisetin. Fisetin is found in things like strawberries as well as other fruits, and it is another potent natural senolytic. It works by triggering the zombie cells to undergo apoptosis, which is cellular self-destruction. In other words, it causes them to die. Animal studies done on Fisetin showed that it extended the lifespan by 10%. But more importantly than that, it has some very strong neuroprotective benefits. How much actually gets into our body and can do what it's supposed to do, which is hunt down and kill zombie cells. Only about 2% of what is in those capsules actually gets into our body. So you might want to think about saving your money until we find a way to make it more bioavailable. And the third one is curcumin. Curcumin comes from turmeric. We can purchase that one at the grocery store. It will act as a natural senolytic and also as a powerful anti-inflammatory. Number 4 is probably my favorite name. It is Piperlongumine. Piperlongumine is exactly what it sounds like. It is an extract of the long pepper. It targets zombie cells through oxidative stress. In other words, it increases oxidative stress in the zombie cells, weakening them and damaging them. So yes, science is finally catching up to something that's pretty exciting in my opinion. We can hunt zombie cells and we can now kill them. As a result, we all can feel younger and be healthier. So you don't need that garlic. Well, you should eat garlic, but it doesn't kill zombie cells. But you don't need the silver bullets or the holy water. And maybe, just maybe, consider skipping that Halloween candy after tomorrow night. Because this isn't just about living longer, it's also about living stronger and being healthier, having less pain, having more energy, and putting into our lives a lot more fun and joy. Imagine being 85 or 95 or even 105 and you're still able to do what you do today. You can travel, you can dance, you can still process, your brain processes and thinks clearly. These are possibilities, and this is the research that is unlocking these possibilities. And that's what I'm here to help you achieve as well. So this Halloween, forget those fake zombies on your lawn and instead start focusing on the real ones inside your cells. Because if you can target those zombie cells, you can delay aging and maybe even reverse some of it that has already happened. And now that's not science fiction, that's real science. So if you want to go deeper into this topic, visit my website at growwithdrjoanette.com and you will be able to find resources, guides, and recipes to help you hunt down and kill those zombies. Also, thank you for sharing this video with someone that you care about, and thank you for subscribing. Stay healthy, go out there and kill those zombie cells.